Hi everyone, it's Marla. I'm back with your weekly tarot card reading for the week of July 5th. If you would like to book a personal astrology or tarot card reading with me, you can visit my website at www.eclipseastro.com, and please follow me on Facebook at Eclipse Astrology Reiki Tarot. And this week I am going to be using the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot deck, and I drew one card from Daily Guidance from Your Angels by Doreen Virtue. Okay, you should know how this works by now. First card, overall energy for this week, and that card is Ace of Swords. All right, I'm really happy to see this card, guys. So the last few weeks we've been stuck in our head a lot, and we've been letting our darkest fears and our hopelessness get the better of us, kind of sidetracked from negative thinking. But this card is a new beginning in our thoughts. So we're making progress. All our efforts are paying off here, right? With this card, we're going to have a lot of new ideas this week. This card is about a new beginning, a successful new beginning. The last few weeks we've been talking about the obstacles that we've had to overcome. A lot of us have been struggling with things for the last few weeks, maybe months, maybe years. This card is showing that we're going to take everything that we've learned, and we have been learning. All this struggling that we've been doing has been a lesson for us. And now we can take what we've learned and move forward and have a new beginning. We have a lot of courage and a lot of strength at this time. Mercury is sextiling Jupiter right now. When Mercury sextiles Jupiter, we start thinking about our future and our plans and what our next move is going to be. Okay, Mercury, Jupiter is a lot of ideas, getting a lot of good ideas. So I think that fits right in with this card here. Mercury is going to be pretty strong this week. So keep your mind on your ideas that come through. All right, the second card up is Hidden Influences. And that card was the Moon reversed. So something was not clear to us. Someone might have been deceiving us. Or maybe we just weren't allowing ourselves to see the negative. And this week, that's going to change. Whatever we were unclear about becomes clear. We've had a lot of planets squaring Neptune as they travel through Gemini. We had the Sun, we had Mars, and we had Mercury, which squared Neptune 3 times. And when planets are squaring Neptune, it's usually things are unclear to us, because Neptune is kind of illusory. It's kind of how do I want to say it? It's not clear. It's like not solid almost, So we were struggling with that. But the time for that has ended. We're all getting clear this week. All right, I'm going to go on to the third card, which is advice from Spirit. And that card is 8 of Cups. And you can see in the card, the man is moving away. He's walking away. So, when this card comes up, we're feeling kind of rejected, unsatisfied. We're ready to move on. Something becomes clear to us that we weren't seeing before, and we decide it's time to move on. This has to do, I think, with relationships this week. Some of us are going to be facing reality this week. And the reality might be that certain relationships or situations in our life are not really working out for us. And it's time for a new beginning. Both these cards are new beginning cards. You know, this card is letting go of things that are no longer useful to us or that aren't meeting our needs. Breaking away from ties. You know, maybe leaving home. If it's not a romantic relationship, it might have something to do with family. It's also a number 8 card. And 8 is a very karmic number. It's the number of completions and starting a new cycle and reaping what we sow. And I'm going to just mention some aspects. I talked about Mercury, Jupiter. Mercury is also going to be sextiling Venus, and that is exact today. So we're going to be spending some time thinking about love and our relationships. And Venus and Jupiter are in Leo. And Leo is all about passion and creativity and attention. How is that measuring up in your relationship? Are you getting the emotional Sometimes I have trouble talking. I'm having trouble right now. Are you getting the emotional foundation that you need? Not exactly the word I was looking for, but it's close enough. Is there passion in your relationship? You know, if love isn't passionate, what's the point, really? Well, you might be thinking about all this week and seeing where yours measures up. And you might take the rose-colored glasses off this week and see things clearly. Or maybe you've known that this is what you wanted to do all along, but you lacked courage. And this week we have strength and courage to go after our new beginnings. We also have Sun opposing Pluto tomorrow, exact tomorrow. And that's transformation. Sun opposed Pluto. Are you being your authentic self? If you're not, guess what? It's time to move on. We also have Mercury moving into the sign of Cancer on the 8th of July. Now, Mercury has been in Gemini, which is all about our thoughts. Now, he's moving into Cancer. Cancer is I feel. When Mercury communicates in Cancer, it's a lot about feelings, okay? I have my Sun, Mercury, and Mars in Cancer. And often I will say, this is how I feel versus this is what I think. Because my feelings are important to me. You know, when people talk to me, I don't just listen to the words that they say. I listen to how they say it. I look at their face when they say it. I look at their body language when they say it. I look at their actions when they say it. And I see how those things make me feel. So with Mercury in Cancer, we're going to be focused on our feelings. And if the person that we're with is not, this is what I want to say, if the person that you're with knows all the right words, but there isn't any feeling behind the words, they're just words, we're going to realize that this week. We're going to see that clearly. And that's going to help us move on. Remember last week, the overall energy was hopeless and helpless. And there was a man standing there and he had two paths that he could take. But the man was stuck and we were feeling stuck and we didn't know which way to go. This week, we figure out which way to go, clearly. And the way to go is forward, moving on. Okay, Mercury is also going to be squaring the nodes. That's going to be exact on the 10th. So that could be some adjustment. Now we have to adjust our thinking in some way in order to move forward on our path. Which brings me to our second advice card, which is advice from our angels for the week. And that card was Trustworthy Guidance. We had this 2 weeks ago. So, we have the Sun, Mars, now Mercury in Cancer. We have Saturn in Scorpio. We have Neptune and Chiron in Pisces. We have strong feelings right now, strong intuition about things, and it's trustworthy. I'm going to read what the card says. You received a wonderful idea as an answer to your prayers. This idea is real and trustworthy. You can safely move forward with it, knowing that we are with you every step of the way. Ask for and be open to receiving our support for anything that you need related to this idea. You can safely move forward with it. Okay, another thing that is possible with this card, you see the moon on the card? The moving on, it might take a 1 month cycle So maybe in a month, we'll take action on the thoughts that we had around this. But this is a big week for ideas and deciding what our intentions are going to be and moving forward. I'm very excited for you, everybody. Thank you so much for watching, and come back and watch me again next week. Thank you.